Good afternoon, my dear student. Today we are going to learn chapter 7 and that is Dr. Nath. So children, now we are going to read the story of this chapter. So everyone listen properly, okay? Dr. Nath is a tree doctor. When a tree in the village is sick, the villagers call Dr. Nath. So there was one man, his name is Nath. He was a tree doctor, so whenever a tree in the villages was sick, the villages people they used to call Dr. Nath because he was a tree doctor. A big tamarind tree in the center of the village is sick. The villagers run to the doctor. Doctor, please come and look at our tree. They say it's look very ill. So what happened one day? A big tamarind tree, it was in the center of the village, was sick. So the village's people, they run to the doctor, and what they say to the doctor? That doctor, please come and look at our tree. It's look very ill. He takes his little bag and gets on his bicycle and goes over to look at the tree. Well, my fine yellow, he says to the tree, what's wrong with you? Then the doctor, he took his little bag and gets on his bicycle and goes to look at the tamarind tree. So when he reached there, he saw the leaves of the tree was fully yellow. By looking this, he says to the tree, what's wrong with you? The branches of the tree crack, a yellow leaf falls down. So when he asks to the tree, what's wrong with you? Then the branches of the tree crack. So crack means a noise like the noise that doors sometimes make when they are opened. In this way the branches of the tree crack while he asked. And also the leaves of the tree became yellow and falling down. Dr. Nath looks at the roots of the tree, he looks at the branches of the tree, he looks at the trunk of the tree. So, Dr. Nath, he looks at the root of the tree. So, this is called a root, okay? Then he looks at the branches. So, this is called a branches. And then he looks at the trunk of the tree. So this is called a trunk, okay? The thick stem of a tree. There is a hole in the trunk. He looks inside it. He says, I know what's wrong. So when he looked at the root, at the branches and at the trunk, so then he found a hole in the trunk, okay? Then what he did? He looks inside it. So while looking inside the trunk, he says, I know what's wrong. So he came to know what's the problem inside the trunk, so that the tree felt sick. He puts his hand into the hole. He pulls out a big fat worm. Then what he did? He put his hand inside the hole and pulls out a big fat worm. So children, do you know what is worm? So worm means a long thin creature that you sometimes find inside fruit or vegetables when we cut, isn't it? Yes, so that's called a worm, okay? He says this worm was eating the heart of the tree. That's why it was sick. Now it's going to get better. So when he took out the worm, he said to the village's people that this worm was eating the heart of the tree. That's why it was sick. Now it's going to get better. I have pulled out the worm, so now the tree will grow better, he said to the villagers. Thank you, doctor, said the villagers. Thank you, doctor, said the birds that live in the tree. Then the villagers told him, thank you, doctor. Then the birds, they live in that tree. They also said, "Thank you, doctor," by chirping. The tamarind tree waves its branches in the air as the doctor rides away. So, when the doctor rides away with his bicycle, tamarind tree waves its branches in the air. It shows that the tamarind tree also give him thanks by waving its branches. So, this was the story. I hope so, children, everyone have understood this story. So, thank you.